Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 11th round of Oz racing this season, the Hungarian Grand Prix in Budapest.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
I was well pleased with that lap on softs, but as you can see in the Delta there, we're absolutely massively purple on these super softs, currently in P2 on the grid. Even if we drop back to the next row, softs might be favourable. I was considering that midway through this lap, and as I thought about it, didn't matter because I lost it at the exit of the chicane, so that was absolutely binned to that run. And super softs would be the front two guys, Dubsy and V-Fingers, my rival. V-Fingers in fact had 2 warnings on his quickest lap. Not sure how the game let him get away with that, given it's on strict corner cutting. Either way, we check our own there, no warnings. So starting on the softs from P3, not too shabby at all. Gives us the option of 1 stop, but more unlikely we'll 2 stop this race. Good start by Dubsy and V-Fingers. We've got Wimpinator to our inside, so we can't really go to that side of the track, unfortunately. Hopefully we won't get hung out to dry here. There's so many arrows coming at me there, but we've not been hit. Gone around the outside of Wimp, so still in top 3 contention. Slipping down the inside here of V-Fingers. Catch a bit of the grass though, so not the best traction, and he forces me wide. Good driving by both of us, I think. Wimpinator having a bit of a sniff there at P3. By lap 4, prying Stingrays all over us, and I'll let him through, see if he'll go and attack V-Fingers. And indeed, he does get after the Haas driver, but immediately goes off the track, and we didn't see much more of him. And then in sympathy, I also make a little mistake there, having some of the grass. It didn't cost me too much time, and soon I was back behind the Haas driver of V-Fingers and going past with the assistance of DRS into turn 1 and up into 2nd position. Dubsy was some 5 seconds down the road, so he was really quick on his super softs. V-Fingers struggling a bit. However, he may have been tyre saving because Dubsy was in first, and then we go into the lead. Now you're watching the dot behind me on the map go into the pits. That's V-Fingers. So he peels in at the end of lap 9. We go a further 4 laps and emerge 5 seconds behind him, so the undercut was real. We do catch up though, it becomes 3 seconds, and then as we go through here, this is the sort of thing you're getting a warning from, so that might go part of the way to explaining why I ended up with 70 penalties by the end of the race. Anyhow, we catch up to V-Fingers, so our pace is fantastic in this race, as qualifying showed on those soft compound tyres. 3rd on the grid. Same move as last time, except this time he goes around the outside, so he's still got his nose in there. Note of course that Dubsy's pitted for the 2nd time onto mediums. This time we sneak around the outside at turn 2 to complete the move. Thanks, Jeff. Into the pits we come for a final set of softs. 14 laps to the end. There goes web form, and that was key. If we could have been in front of him, the race could have been a little bit different because he slightly holds us up for this lap when I was hoping to undercut V-Fingers. This sort of thing, oh, that was very close to me losing some of my wing, or perhaps worse, going off the track. In the end though, web form gets out of the way. I'm not sure if that was lack of traction or he was letting me through. Either way, it works quite nicely for us. Back up into P3. Cars in the pits there, V-Fingers goes on to super softs, so that'll be key. He'll be catching us. It's 5 seconds as he leaves the pits and 8 seconds up to Dubsy. Both the gaps come down significantly, both become 3 seconds. Then I start coming towards Dubsy and gapping V-Fingers, then V-Fingers gets back on the throttle, noting of course that I actually already have 2 penalties, knowing that he has 1, and on the last lap, unbelievable. I thought at this stage I was definitely going to be 3rd position behind my rival V-Fingers, and that gap would come down in the championship to 21 from the 24 that it was before the race. But let's see, we won't give up. We'll make sure that 3-second gap does stay, and you never know how many penalties he could have, or indeed Dubsy. He could have some penalties too. So this could be very close. Let's see what happens rounding the final corner. Dubsy crosses the line to win on track. Do we pass him? No. So Dubsy wins the race. What about V-Fingers? We're in front, but by how much? Goodness me. less than a tenth. I'll leave you guys with this. Difficult to describe. It's Prix Stingray escaping from the Hungaroring. See you guys next time in Germany, and I'll leave you with the rest of this clip. Goodbye.